Welcome. Thank you so much for joining with us today at Teachers College for this event that we've been planning for quite some time. So welcome to current students, alumni, teacher educators from across the region, from many different universities, and many educators from the New York City metro area. We're really pleased to join us for the first of this new series that we're launching now, but will continue all next year, that we're tentatively calling Complexities and Conundrums in Teaching and Learning. I'm Celia Euler, and I'm the Vice Dean for Teacher Education here at the college. I have the pleasure and honor to collaborate with a talented and deeply committed group of faculty, a lot of whom are sitting in the front rows, who prepare educators to teach students from birth through grade 12 and in the content areas of mathematics, science, social studies, music, art, technology, and literacy. We also prepare teachers to work with multilingual and emergent bilingual students, as well as students with disabilities and students who are deaf and hard of hearing. Although we come from different paradigmatic orientations, all the teacher educators at TC share certain commitments, one of which I will highlight here today. When preparing teachers, we put the highest priority on fostering what we call a learner stance. That is, we don't prepare teachers to follow recipes or scripts. Rather, we seek to graduate teachers who are thinkers, carefully analyzing who each student is and what their learning needs are. As a teacher of over 45 years, I really am going to retire soon, I know that at the heart of my teaching is my continual learning. So we're excited to learn together with you here today. Before we hear from our keynote speaker, I have the pleasure of introducing President Tom Bailey. I'm dispensing with the standard bio about his scholarship and focus. You can do a quick internet search to uncover those details. Instead, I want to publicly acknowledge that President Bailey is a stunning example of positioning himself as a learner. I want to suggest that having a president who positions himself as a learner has opened up incredible opportunities for the teacher educators at Teachers College. More than any president in my 30 years at the college, Tom Bailey has been a dear friend and faithful supporter of teaching and teacher education. Tom, on behalf of the teacher education faculty at TC, we want to thank you deeply for your unwavering commitment to TC's preparation of teachers.
Well, Vice Dean Euler, thank you very much for that introduction, and also thank you for all that you do for teacher education. I think we're going to have a discussion about that retirement plan that you've got. I'm not sure I completely, here's one area where I'm not necessarily going to agree with you on that. So it's really a pleasure to be here and to welcome you to Teachers College for this really important dialogue on literacy, education, and teacher preparation. I think we've gathered a really vibrant group of educators today. I particularly want to acknowledge our TC alumni and other educators and leaders from around the country or around the region. I also want to thank our TC instructors and professors who really sustain our teacher education program. And I'll have to say that the work of the TC faculty has earned us recognition by the U.S. News and World Report as tied for the #1 graduate school of education in the country. So, for this year. Okay, if you're in this audience, it's because you care deeply about the field of education, and you bring a multitude of experiences and ideas to the table. We are grateful for this collective wisdom and commitment, and I might add that the strength of today's event is that it was created by TC faculty to share the wide range of practices that we use to prepare teachers to be teachers of literacy. Teacher education has been around for a long time, 136 years in fact, And throughout those years, we have brought together historical, sociocultural, and linguistic perspectives to shed light on the subject of teacher preparation. This is at the heart of our work. Then and now, we are the largest preparer of teacher educators and school leaders in the Northeast, and we continue to play a vital role across the country as we navigate and support the profession. Now, how many of you are TC alumni here? How many have degrees? There you go. I must say I was worried when I said that we wouldn't get a lot of people, but anyway, it's great to have you here. Okay, the pedagogic work we're delving into today begins with knowing students deeply. Across the 8 teacher education programs represented, we come from many disciplines, but share this one practice in common. As Celia said, one size does not fit all when it comes to teaching and learning. At TC, across our programs, we prepare teachers to carefully assess students' learning interests and needs and plan instruction accordingly. We are proud of our legacy of developing teachers who were skilled at navigating the complex landscape of shifting cultures and curricula across the decades and nearly every corner of the globe. Now I'm delighted to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Catherine Snow, the John and Elizabeth Hobbs Professor of Cognition and Education at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Throughout Professor Snow's distinguished career, she has focused on language and literacy development with publications tailored to inform research, policy, and practice. Dr. Snow is a leader of the kind of conversation we are hosting today, bringing scholars together across paradigms to produce consensus reports, such as the 1996 National Research Council Committee on Preventing Reading Difficulties in Young Children, which she chaired. She also chaired the RAND Reading Study Group that produced the volume Reading for Understanding Towards an R&D Agenda, and the National Academy of Education Committee that produced the 2005 volume Knowledge to Support the Teaching of Reading, as well as the National Research Council Committee that produced the 2008 report Assessing Young Children, Why, What, and How. Finally, Professor Snow has also been involved in research practice partnerships with both Boston and DC public schools, focused on early literacy instruction. So as we gather here today to discuss literacy teacher education, we can think of no more fitting a keynote speaker than Catherine Snow. Thank you so much for being here.